Hello, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about Kristianna and John in the last episode of Life After Lockup. So Kristianna and John, they went and checked out this wedding venue because even though they're already married, Kristianna wants to have her little Christian wedding in a church. She wants to have her dress that she picks out with a veil. She wants to have her mom walk her down the aisle. So they're checking out this wedding venue, and the lady who's showing them around was like, okay, you can have a bar over here. And John was like, actually, we're not going to have a bar. She's on parole. So we're actually just going to bring our own non-alcoholic beverages. And I'm proud of Kristianna for that, because we see a lot of these people who have prior issues with drugs before they go to prison. Then they get out and the first thing they want to do is drink. A lot of times they have people bring them alcohol to have as soon as they get out. So I'm glad that Kristianna is not going down that route. So I'm glad Kristianna is playing it safe. And plus, they're going to save a good chunk of money by not serving alcohol at their wedding, because a lot of people love coming to weddings and getting their drink on. So while they're checking out the wedding venue, Kristianna tells John that she's going to step outside real quick for a quick smoke, and she sneaks outside and tries to call her sister Tara. She says she hasn't talked to her sister Tara since the end of the last season of Love After Lockup, when she smacked her at the park. But she says she misses her sister, and she was her best friend growing up, and it's really important that Kristianna has her sister at her wedding. And Kristianna feels bad because Tara had to move out of John's house because she has open charges. And when Kristianna got out of prison this last time, she could not be around anyone who has open charges. Also, Kristianna is concerned that her sister is back on drugs again. And Kristianna said it doesn't matter that she's upset with Tara. She still wants her to be a part of her life. So Kristianna tried to call Tara. She didn't answer, unfortunately. I think it's really cool that Kristianna is still willing to have Tara at her wedding, even with the possibility that she may be on drugs. Because I remember when I was using, I've been clean for like a year and a half, but I unfortunately missed my sister's wedding, and I regret it so much because that is just something I will never be able to get back. Like, I would have totally went if I was invited, but I wasn't because my family distanced themselves from me when I wasn't doing good. So I can appreciate Kristianna for being willing to give Tara a chance. So Kristianna was all sad because Tara didn't answer the phone, and she says she misses her best friend. Meanwhile, John's inside paying for their wedding venue. He put down $500 on one card, $300 on another card, and $200 on another card. Then Kristianna walked in the wedding venue with her head down. John could tell something was up, and he was like, "What's wrong? You look upset." And Kristianna said, "Well, I called Tara. I want to invite her to my wedding." And John was like, I'm not sure if I'm okay with that. And John was like, "Well, what are we going to do if she shows up twacked out?" And Kristianna was like, "Come on, I think we need a compromise. She's my sister." And John told producers, "I know Kristianna is hurting and she wants her sister at the wedding, but I do believe that Tara is using, and she's a bad influence on Kristianna." And John said he wishes Tara would just stay away, and he doesn't exactly feel comfortable having Tara in his airspace. So Kristianna and John continued walking around the wedding venue and checking it out. They were like, "Hey, let's move these tables so we can have some room to dance after our wedding." And John said that he needs plenty of space to twerk. And I saw someone post this on Reddit, and they said when they heard John talking about twerking, this is all they could see. And this is pretty spot on. And even the wedding venue lady was like, "Oh my goodness, twerking?" And Kristianna was like, "John does not know how to twerk one bit." And John was like, "Yeah, he can." And John said Kristianna loves it when he twerks. And Kristianna, she said he's not even really good at it. So John was like, "What? You told me that my dance moves were superb." And Kristianna, she said, "I was just kidding, man." Then Kristianna went wedding dress shopping, and her mom and her sister Tara were supposed to show up, but Tara was MIA, but her mom showed up, and her mom, she had a glow up. She had her makeup done, her hair done. She was looking good. So Kristianna was looking at dresses. She said she's super excited because this is her first time wearing a legit wedding dress. Yeah, when her and John got married in the back of his truck, he had bought a dress for her, but it didn't fit. So she ended up having to get married to John in the back of his truck in John's jacket, her prison shorts, and she was barefoot. So Kristianna said she made the first move and called Tara and asked Tara to be her bridesmaid. And Tara ended up texting her back and said that she would do it and come to her wedding, but she didn't show up to her wedding dress try-on that Kristianna had. So Kristianna's mom ended up calling Tara. Tara didn't answer. She left her voicemail like, Tara, where are you? You're supposed to be here. And Kristianna and her mom were talking about, yeah, I'm pretty sure Tara's using again. And Kristianna's mom broke down crying. And I feel bad for Kristianna's mom because when she finally got Kristianna on track, then Tara went back to her old ways. And then in a video I covered last about Kristianna, their brother just got sentenced to prison like 4 months ago or so. And he's looking at some time. So their family is just one big broken family. And Kristianna's mom says she keeps trying to reel Tara back in. But every time she does, Tara just pushes her away. And she says Tara is just fighting her demons. And when her mom says that, she means that she's struggling with drugs. So her mom was getting mad because Tara wasn't answering the phone. So she just kept calling her and leaving her voicemail after voicemail. And the last voicemail she left her, she's like, Tara, put the effing pipe down and answer the phone or get here now. And Kristianna's mom told Tara on the voicemail, if you don't get here now, I'm going to send someone to your door. Bang, bang, bang. Then Kristianna finally found a dress that she loved. It was beautiful on her. And her mother started crying. And Kristianna said, yes, this is such an amazing moment. But then again, it would be a lot better if I could share this with my sister. So it looks like we're getting pretty close to the wedding happening this season. I'm sure it's either going to happen in tomorrow's episode or next week's episode. I'm curious if Tara will show up. I'm sure she'll end up showing up in the end. Like I said in my previous video, her son ended up showing up. So I'm super glad that he was able to come at least. But that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.